Doma Sports Talk worldwide with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now heavyweight news. Heavyweight news, we've been hearing that Tyson Fury should not fight Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder should step aside for Tyson Fury to fight your boy Anthony Joshua, right? But we know Deontay Wilder's not stepping aside for that. And here, we get your boy Kubrat Pulev. He's supposed to step aside. He said, well, maybe. Kubrat Pulev talking like he's not going to step aside either. He said that him and Deontay Wilder are not stepping aside. They want to have that fight. Now, what he also says is Anthony Joshua was scared. He said he's scared of him because of the simple fact, why is he trying to have the fight only in London? Right? All these places, Kubrat Pulev said we could have had it in Sofia, right? We could have had it in Las Vegas, New York, all over the world. He named a few cities. I put the article in the description. The thing is, he named a few cities, not just his home somewhere in Bulgaria, everywhere. He said, why did Joshua got to have it at home? He's scared. And he says, I'm going to beat him. And not only beat him, I'm going to beat him brutally. Right? So people that don't know Kubrat Pulev is like, man, whatever. It sounds like just another opponent talking smack. But this is a guy who wins, regardless if you like him or not, or he hasn't had big fights, right? He had to pull out against Anthony Joshua before. He's only lost once, and that was to a very good informed Vladimir Klitschko. You can lose to Vladimir Klitschko, but nobody else has. So this is a winner, and he has a point here. I don't know, fighter's scared. That's something, you don't really want to get into, but another fighter can say that. We can't just say a fighter's scared, but another fighter can say that. So it looks like this is good news because I don't want Fury and Joshua to fight anyway. Not until they handle their business. Joshua could have fought Deontay Wilder after Ruiz, after he beat Ruiz. We could have had undisputed. So since that did not happen, then Joshua has to wait, handle his mandatory in Kubrat Pulev, and Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder handle that business and see what happens with that fight. And then, if everyone still feeling froggy about undisputed, if the boxing public still wants to see undisputed, then it will happen after that. Y'all better hope that Deontay Wilder doesn't get the title back because he's going to be screaming about undisputed like he's been doing for the last years. But I'm sure they're hoping that that doesn't happen. So, this was interesting because a lot of times, people don't hear Kubrat Pulev. And he's a forgotten man because he hasn't become champion. Now he's 38 years old, and it has to happen now. If I was him, I would go and take the fight too with Anthony Joshua because you want to kind of beat Joshua instead of something else happening and an easier fight coming or something. You be the guy that beats Joshua and mean it. Let's see what happens going forward. I just thought that was very, very interesting for him to say that. He says he's scared because it always has to be on his home turf. And that he's going to beat him, and he's going to beat him brutally. Now, if you're looking for the attributes for Kubrat Pulev, I don't think he has a very, very extremely strong right hand, but he's very schooled. He's very schooled, good amateur, and he has one of the best jabs in the business. So, I know he's not going to be coming in there fearful of Anthony Joshua. And I think Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder have lost that aura that they had when they could have been undisputed fight a year, two ago, a year ago, a year and a half ago, or 2 years ago. If they would have fought then, that would have been a huge fight because they were both undefeated and they had that aura. They've both been stopped. Okay? So now when you get stopped, the other person's not going to be scared anymore. And I always give that analogy like back in the day when Steffi Graf in tennis, the Mike Tyson of tennis, no one was touching her. And all of her people, all the opponents, the Anthony Ranches, Sanchez Vicarios, the Gabrielle Sabatinis, Yana Novotnas, Laurie McNeil, Zena Garrison, all of that stuff that was going on at the time were not touching Steffi Graf, right? And the Mandakova, all them girls, wasn't touching her. Be happy if they get a set every now and then, and that wasn't happening too often. So when Monica Seles came, she started beating Steffi Graf. After that, Steffi Graf would have close matches with those girls again, right? Because the aura of Steffi Graf, took a little hit because Monica wasn't having that. She was young and didn't care who Steffi was. I'm hitting this ball hard and flat, and I'm getting inside the baseline, and they coming at you. You know what I mean? And that was like, what you mean? I'm Fraulein forehand. Anybody supposed to be pushing up on me like that? Yep, Monica Seles did. That's why she's my favorite tennis player. So when Deontay Wilder knocked out 42 people, right? Now, Tyson Fury, way bigger than him. People are not calculating that in. Way bigger than him, so he was able to push Deontay Wilder back and whatever. But he beat him. People don't care why. There's some reasons why that happened, but it happened. They saw Deontay Wilder on the losing end. They saw Anthony Joshua on the losing end. They didn't look pretty for neither one of the guys. So now the other guys are going to be feeling froggy. Now I just hope they're not frog enough to stop doping, right? Because I don't want Deontay Wilder, at least, or Joshua to lose to somebody who's doping, right? Because that don't count to me. I think that's cheating, right? Doping is cheating to me, right? And especially in boxing. So if someone clean beats these guys, then okay. But at the end of the day, that the aura is not there for either one of those guys. So I don't see Kubrat Pulev being afraid of Anthony Joshua. If he was before, which I doubt, he's definitely not now. So those are going to be good fights. Anthony Joshua versus Kubrat Pulev is going to be a damn good fight. I don't think that it's going to be one-way traffic. We got to see. It's going to be interesting to see if Anthony Joshua is going to front foot him, because that's what Anthony Joshua said. I'm going to walk him down and beat the hell out of him. That's what Anthony Joshua said. So let's see what happens going forward. I think that fight is going to be a lot better, a lot more competitive, and we hard up anyway. We want something, so it's going to be a very good fight and a very big fight when it does happen. So let's see what's going down. Doma Sports Talk worldwide, and I'm up out of here, y'all.